I was born a white motherfucker, dog. I'm not gonna apologize for that. I have never enslaved anyone. I don't have swastikas tattooed on my face. I don't treat people hatefully. And you're not gonna make me feel bad for the way that I was born. You ridiculous cuck. Get back in the chair in the corner and watch your wife get drilled, because you're not playing that game with me. Hey, you guys, before we even start this, I need to ask you guys a serious question, and I want you to answer me in the comments, please. There's gonna be actually two parts to this question. The first is, do you trust our government? If you live in America, do you trust our government? If you live outside of America, do you trust the US government? And the second part of this is, do you trust the mainstream media? And I don't care where you live, I want your opinion in the comments. Please let me know, because I'm gonna tell you right now, the government is lying to us, and the media is an instrument of the government. It doesn't matter to me which side it is. I can promise you on everything that I love as an American citizen that both sides of the government are spinning narratives, and neither one has the American people's best interest at heart. And that's what I care about, is the American people. This country was founded on we the people, and it has been overtaken by people who have absolutely no interest in what is best for the populace. Now, I'm not gonna come out here and make these claims and not give you guys some examples, and we're gonna break this down on things that I can easily see with my own eyes. I can hear with my own ears. I know with common fucking sense. I know that's something that's dying in society today, but common sense tells me that these things are not true. And we're gonna start off today with things presented to us by the left. There are so many things that the left has brought to us that feel like absolute psyops. The way that they dealt with COVID, the way that they pushed a vaccine on us that hadn't been through the normal clinical trials, the way that they made it so that there was no way that anybody who had any adverse side effects could come back and sue, the way that they locked down the files, the research files on these vaccines and the boosters for, I think it was like 30 years before they could be fucking open. All these people are gonna be dead and gone, and people are gonna be dying and sick from the side effects of these fucking vaccines and these fucking boosters. Also, and I know this is gonna be a hot topic for some people, but I'm just gonna present the reality. There is biological factors that determine your gender. You cannot change that. You could be a trans woman or a trans man, but the fact that they wanted you to bow down to the point where if you wouldn't date somebody that was trans, they wanted to call you transphobic. Think about that. If I won't suck a trans girl's dick, that makes me somehow transphobic? Does that make a lick of sense to anybody? Some people don't like dick and balls, homie. That just is what it is. If you want to play pretend, I will even respect you enough, if you're respectful about it, to play along to a certain extent. But if you think that I'm gonna fucking date you out of some fear of being called transphobic, that's absolutely off the table, homie. I'm selective. I'm not all inclusive. I'm inclusive to shit that makes sense to me and that fits my moral spectrum. If there's one thing that I care about more than any narrative from either side, the left or the right, it is being morally consistent. And I know you guys hear me say that a lot, but it's truly important to me that I stay morally consistent, because every morning when I wake up, I look myself in the mirror, and I was already doled out this face, but I have to be able to like the man behind these eyes. The next one that the left has been doling out that is really fucking relevant to me as a straight white male in America is the racism card that they are pulling on us to try to make us feel bad for the way that we were born. I was born a white motherfucker, dog. I'm not gonna apologize for that. I have never enslaved anyone. I don't have swastikas tattooed on my face. I don't treat people hatefully, and you're not gonna make me feel bad for the way that I was born. You ridiculous cuck. Get back in the chair in the corner and watch your wife get drilled, because you're not playing that game with me. Now it's progressed way beyond that, to where we're Nazis, we're fascists, we're white supremacists, because we disagree with you, and not even full-on disagree. If you have the caucasity to ask a question that they don't like, that questions their narrative, they're gonna call you these things. And that's absolutely fascist and abhorrent behavior. And you are never gonna tell me that that is fucking normal. And the reason that they do it is because they know that the things they're trying to push on us don't make sense. And it's insanity. They repeat the same behavior over and over again, and they expect a different result. No, I'm gonna push back 11 out of 10 times, you dusty motherfucker. You are not gonna control me with shit that doesn't make sense. Now, and I'm gonna piss off the other half of the nation, because I know that I just pissed off anybody who follows the left. It's time to piss off the right. The right is on some old bullshit, bro. The Epstein files exist. Jeffrey Epstein absolutely trafficked children to elite people in this world. And he did it so that he could blackmail people, and he did it working for another government before he got busted in Florida, and then signed the paperwork that I've shown you guys with the FBI, and then he worked for our government agencies and continued his motherfucking operations where kids were used in horrific ways to get blackmail on people. And that's fucking abhorrent. That is morally disgusting, homie. So to look us in the face and to tell us that we're weak-minded or that we're dumb or you don't want our support, if we want to still talk about Epstein, I will talk about Epstein till the day I fucking die or until those victims get justice, you dusty fat old motherfucker. The other thing, and this relates and correlates very well, America's BFF. We all know exactly what's going on here. When it was the left in control, they censored us about COVID. They censored us about biology. They censored us about anything that they considered to be racist. Now, you are antiseptic if you ask any questions as to why billions of our tax dollars are going to another fucking government when we are trillions of dollars in debt, while people are homeless on our streets. Our fucking veterans are homeless and going to bed hungry at night. Our children are not taken care of, but we're taking care of other countries, and one in fucking particular. You know what I care about? And this is gonna sound harsh to people in other countries, but I'm telling you this for a reason, because America is in a fucking hole right now. America is not doing well right now. If America was a human being, it would have AIDS, cancer, and some more shit, bro. A scorching case of the herpes with a hemorrhoid that's about to pop. That's where America's at right now. So you're goddamn right when I say I'm America first and I'm America only until America is back on track. Until every single American in this country has a fair shot at the American dream, to be able to have a family, to be able to live in a house, to be able to pursue their dreams and have things off of a single family fucking income. If people want to be able to have one or the other partner go out and work so that their partner can raise their kids in a way that they see fit, I will not stop yelling about this until we have that. And we should not be putting any other country, any of our money, until our country is straight. And if you think about it, and if you're honest with yourself, if you're intellectually honest with yourself about this, if you use that shit we were talking about before, that's very rare these days, common sense, you will understand what I'm saying, and you will agree. There are two things that I think of when it comes to politics: what's best for the American people and what's consistent with the Constitution. I don't expect government and politics to be morally consistent because I understand the hierarchy of power and that power corrupts. But I want power that is corrupted in a way that will at least watch out for our people before they watch out for other governments. It's fucking disgusting. I want to know if you guys agree with me or not. Let me know down in the comments. I know I get a little passionate. I get a little fiery. I get a little fired up when I talk about this shit, but I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of watching the American dream slip out of my children's fucking fingers and your children's fingers, and probably a lot of you that are watching right now. Do you think that you'll be able to buy a home off of a 40-hour work week and retire at a reasonable time so that you still have a little bit of your fucking life left to enjoy? Or do you see nothing but a hopeless abyss of things getting worse and the government and the media constantly fucking lying to you? Because I know what I see, and I don't fucking like it, and I think we're all getting sick and tired of it, and I think that it's time that things change, and I do not believe that things will change until we make some shit happen. I Love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for riding out with me. Hit that like button, leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't yet. And until the next one, it's always one love, baby. Be good or be good.